I won't even front. I kind of feel wrong. So we are here today to discuss the very anticipated, long-awaited Son Gohan superhero deck. You guys know I'm a big Gohan stan, so I was really waiting to see what this deck does, and it's very interesting. There's some mixed reactions on it, so I'm gonna definitely dive into it. Past that, just want to say, if you haven't already, go to the official Facebook group for this card game and just give it a follow, like it, because that's how you're getting these spoilers. That's where I'm pulling these all from. Past then, if you want to discuss it, you can do that in the unofficial discussion group, the unofficial Reddit, or the Universe X Discord. Links to all of those will be in the description. And then right before we get into that, I just want to talk about the channel for a split second. We are doing a whole bunch of things. We're still planning a couple celebrations for hitting 2K, and just in general, very, very soon, I will be hitting a large One Piece card game giveaway. I have these starter decks. I'm getting the green ones, so I'm only missing one out of the four. These go on average anywhere between $75 and $100 a pop, and these will be the grand prizes, at least 3 out of the 4. If I can help it, all 4 for the upcoming contest. I'm also going to be racking up some of the stamped alt art leaders from these, as well as the super pre-release Dawn. So there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm giving away for this One Piece related giveaway, so stay tuned for that. And then past that, if you want to show the channel some love, you can always just go over to any of my other channels in the description, go there, see if you like the content, maybe just like some of the videos to help them trend, and yeah. Well, with that being said, let's actually jump into the template and let's talk about these cards. So yeah, we're gonna jump into the leader, but I do want to say, normally happens earlier, that if you want to support this channel, all you gotta do is click that subscribe button, like the video, comment, letting me know your thoughts on these, and I'll get to them in time, but it'll help the video trend, and that's what's like very important for this channel to grow. So that being said, let's jump into Son Gohan, the leader. So permanent, you can only place up to 3 energy. I know that is a huge thing. We're going to talk about that in a second. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card. Cool. Awaken, when your life is at 5 or less, or you have a blue Z battle card with an energy cost of 2 or more in superhero and its character name in play, you may switch up to 2 of your energy to active mode, untap, or add cards from your life to your hand until you have 5 life left. So, a couple of things that are on this leader. The place up to 3 energy is a very constrictive just trait. Automatically lets you know that everything in this deck needs to be low costed or this deck is cheeks. It also is letting you know that they don't want this deck to be using the classic blue cards. They don't want this deck to be able to do its normal stuff and then just cap off a turn 4 with a Boo Unison. Or, do its normal stuff and then hit your middle game with just bigger cards. So they don't want this deck using normal blue cards, and that's a little scary. Its awakening cost is pretty standard. It's turn 2 awakening. You're playing a Z battle card, and then you're going to flip over. Now, because it goes down to 5 in life, that's actually very special too, because the moment you use this guy's awakening, you're going to have Chilled's army reinforcements live. So that is something to note. And he's an untapped 2 leader. So if you awaken on turn 2, you have an access to 4 energy. If you awaken on turn 3, you have access to 5 in that round turn minimum. So that's actually really neat. Next, we are going to go to the backside. You got Son Gohan, former glory regained. I don't know about that, Chief. Still got that permanent that you can only place with 3 energy, unfortunately. Auto, once per turn, if all of your energy is mono blue and one of your blue battle cards is added to your Z energy, switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode. Okay? Activate main/battle once per turn, draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. This is very controversial. You can still only put 3 into your energy. You can't splash anything in your charge because your energy needs to be mono blue, and you can't charge non-blue cards. So even if you had like cards like Champa, you can't put that in your Z energy and expect to untap. So you really have to be playing this as a strictly blue deck almost as much as possible. And then the activate main/battle once per turn, draw cards until you have 3 in hand. This means that once you bottom out, you can start drawing once per turn, just draw 3 cards. This is going to go through your deck a lot because you're going to draw 1 per turn. You have any of the effects that you can use from your archetype, and then if you play this optimally, you're going to draw 3. So you're seeing 4 cards per turn minimum. That's a very strong effect, and you're actually giving yourself a single extra energy. So you have energy, you have access to essentially 4 energy per turn, but you can only charge up to 3. So like I said, I think this is a clear play to like make sure that this deck is not using the 4-drop slot like Majin Buu. Yeah, the activate main battle is a little weird. Like I said, this is kind of interesting because it's an activate battle. You can literally shotgun and then draw 3 and then shotgun those, and then your opponent's turn, they swing on you and you shotgun, or you draw 3 again. So that is like kind of an interesting thing. Next, we're going to go over to the Z battle card. Note that in the last video, we spoiled an SR Goku, and so this deck can use both the Goku and this Vegeta, but Vegeta's stronger together. Deflect, if your leader has superhero in its card name, when this card is played, your opponent has 11 or more cards in hand. They place cards from their hand to the bottom of their deck in any order until they have 10 cards in hand. So this is going to make sure that you bring your opponent's hand size down, and you probably need it because this deck seems like it's going to be on very low hand size if it's drawing you back up to 3. Auto limit 1, send 1 blue card from your hand to your warp. When this card attacks, use up to 1 mono blue battle card with 5k power in your drop in a combo with the skill's negative for the turn. And at the start of this next turn, add that card you sent to the warp with the skill to your hand. So, this is actually a very, very interesting thing. Unfortunately, it only hits blue cards, so you can't send like Overwhelms or Champas or anything like that. But this is going to be able to take a card in your hand that you may not need until your next turn, like a boss card, or a card that costs 1 to combo with, something you just won't use yet. And you can warp it from the game to have this guy swing as a 15k, and then you're gonna add that energy to your Z energy. And if it's mono blue if it's a blue card and all your energy is mono blue, you're gonna untap an energy for that. So that's actually a really, really cool interaction. And then on your next turn, whatever cards you have in hand, you're gonna draw that other card too. So this could potentially help you alleviate some of the issues. If you have a card you can't combo with to get down to 0, this will just help that. But I'm still a little skeptical. Let's move on to the next one. Son Goku Daily Diligence. Auto, when this card is played, draw 1 card. Activate battle, blue. If your leader card is a blue Son Gohan superhero card, play this card from your hand. Clearly, the reason why it has activate battle is so that you can use it in the combo step. You can actually just, draw 3 and then be like, oh, okay, let me use this. Or if you had an effect that drew you outside of his effect, you could be like, oh, I just drew this Goku, tap 1, play him, draw again. Okay, I'm going to combo with that. Oh, I'm at 0. I'm going to draw 3 now. But that's pretty much that. We're going to move on. You got Vegeta Daily Diligence. When this card is played, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, add 1 blue battle card with a superhero in its character name and energy cost of 4 or less amongst them to your hand, shuffle your deck. So, this is the top 7 searcher, and it's going to essentially do pretty much the same thing. You have an activate battle clause once again, so you can just drop this boy and then let it bang. So that makes sense. That's why they have active battle. You can use them in your main, or you can just like play them during battle. And these can happen on your opponent's turn too. If your opponent hits you from life and you get one of these in hand, when they swing on you again, you can tap the blue, play them, and then get their effects to search to your hand, then combo with them. And that's actually a really cool interaction, because when you do that, when you play these on your opponent's turn, that's the easy way to play them, cantrip, then combo them, go up the combo power, and then untap, which actually kind of makes that almost a huge plus. You're cantripping with the card they searched or drew, you're comboing with them to go up by 5k, and if it's the first time you've done it in the turn, you're gonna open up energy. So that's not bad. Next, you got Pan, Glimpse of Talent, Barrier Auto. When this card is played, draw 1 card. Okay, activate main, your opponent gains control of this card. I wish it had like a cost to combo with it, because your opponent can just combo with this very easily, but it is what it is. We'll see what this gets into later. Next, you got the Vanilla SS Son Gohan. Nothing really else to say about this. It just looks really, really cool. We're gonna move on. You got Son Goku Interplanetary Training Super Combo. If your leader is blue and your leader is if your leader is blue and your leader is a Z leader, or you have 2 more Z energy, or you have a Z battle card in play, when this card is used in a combo, draw 1 card. It's a super combo, but it only goes 5k. I'm only assuming they're doing this because this deck seems like it's going to just be rattling off its cards off the top of the deck, and they want to give you a full power super combo. I don't really agree with this. I think that people are going to end up playing just the normal blue super combo like the Vegeta, and just making sure that you use Shield on your reinforcements or some self-awakener to get down, or Vegeta surmounting the impossible, because there's no reason to have a super combo. Even though this is searchable off the top 7, there's no reason to have a super combo that only goes 5k. That sucks. Next, Vegeta Interplanetary Training Auto Limit 1 Blue. If your leader is a blue Son Gohan superhero card and it's your turn, at the end of a battle where this card was used in a combo from your hand, play it from your drop. Okay, 15k stats. Auto, when this card is played, choose one. Your opponent places 1 card from their hand to the bottom of their deck. Okay. Or your opponent places 1 of their battle cards with energy cost of 4 or less to the bottom of their deck. Okay. I mean, okay, like, that's kind of a weird one. I do like how it's a 15k and it forces your opponent to put something into the bottom. Like, if you just shuffle their hand to 10 and then you use this and brought them to 9 and start swinging on them, you're whittling away at that hand. And if they're already at 4 life by the time you start doing some of these weirder shenanigans, you're going to get them to the point where they are just giving up cards. They have to just, like, give up cards because they can't afford to take the life. So, I like that. Next you have Son Gohan, Power Unshackled. Also more cool art. Auto blue if your leader has a superhero in its character name. Oh, so you can use this in Gotenks too. At the end of the battle, when this card was used in a combo from your hand, play this card from your drop. Activate main, limit 1 blue, place this card in its owner's drop until the end of your opponent's next turn. Your opponent can't attack with battle cards unless they choose one of their battle cards, energy cost of 2 or less, and place at the bottom of their decks each time. This is a very strong Floodgate. It's not like Mecha, Frieza. Like, this is literally just going to cause your opponent to have the wingies on board. And tokens can't work because they don't have cost. So this is actually a pretty interesting thing. Of course, all your 1-drops are going to be applicable, so you can play a 1-drop, cantrip it, and just put it at the bottom for an attack. That's not bad, but you use an energy to do that 9 times out of 10. So that's not that bad. I think this guy is actually pretty cool. As far as Floodgates go, a deck that has its own Floodgate is going to put in work. So, yep. I'm not going to lie, with the strength of this deck so far, off the rip, how it looks, I kind of wish he had activate battle. Like, I kind of wish you could play this guy for 1 blue, and then he comes into play, and if they swing in, you can activate battle. I think that would be really cool. But, so it was not meant to be. So next card, we got Piccolo, the Infiltrator. I love his Red Ribbon Army costume. He looks like he's in a Piccolo Power Unleashed underneath. Like, he's got that yellow hue to him. Deflect, dual attack. When this card is played, choose one. This card gains barrier until the end of your opponent's turn, making it a barrier 20k dual attack. That's good. Or play up to 1 Pan Glimpse of Talent from your deck. So you can play him, and then he'll play Pan from your deck, and then replace himself in hand with Pan's effect, essentially. And then you can give it to your opponent. Okay. Activate main. Limit 1. You got blue. If your leader is blue, play this card from your hand. Okay. Activate main, blue, discard this card from your hand. Play up to 1 Pan Glimpse of Talent from your deck, then shuffle your deck. So you can just use this to just cheat her out from the deck, or you can play it for full price and get a body and cheat it. So that's cool. A little effect for blue, double effect for, you know, just blue. You know, you get the body in that. I think that's actually pretty nice. That's not bad at all. Then we got the next card, which is actually Son Goku and Vegeta, Immortal Rivalry. Deflect, permanent. This card will be removed from a battle area, remove it from the game instead. Okay. Auto, when this card is played, draw 1 card. Okay. Activate battle, limit blue. If your leader card is blue and this card is in your Z energy, you can discard 1 card from your hand. Use up to 2 mono blue battle cards, or mono blue cards with 5k combo power from your drop and combo, with their skills negated for the turn. Additionally, if there are 3 or more cards in your combo area, play this card from your Z energy. So you have to already be comboing, you have to discard a card from hand, then you can do 2 things from the grave. The skill is really like minus monk, but at the same time, it does make sense that it's letting you discard, because if you have an extra card you can't get rid of and you want to go down to 0 cards, you can use this. It sucks that the only thing he does is draw a card. Like, I wish this is like destroyed something or tucked something, or I don't know, drew 2 cards maybe, but this is just drawing a single card. You pay an energy and you lose a card in hand to cantrip energy, make a 15k body. I guess during the swing you use the effect, you are comboing with 10 additional K. So this is kind of more of a super combo than your other super combo was, but I don't know about this one. This is kind of weird. This is essentially your super combo. He's in your Z energy, you discard 1 from hand, you cantrip, and you go up 10k on the combo, but yeah, I don't know about this archetype, bro. I just don't know. And then we're going to go over to the last battle card, which is SS Son Gohan, Wrathful Awakening. Really cool artwork. I'm just a Gohan fan. Dual attack, 19k. When this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's non-pan superhero battle cards, energy cost of 5 or less, and place at the bottom of the owner's deck. Activate main, limit 1 blue. If your opponent has a pan superhero card in play, play this card from your hand. This is the only card that actually has anything to do with your opponent having pan, and so I think that that's kind of a rather useless engine. Like, you're going to be having that pan floating on your deck for what? For you to be able to be like, okay, well, yeah, I guess. And I just don't even understand that. You got me. I don't get it. So that's kind of weird. We're just going to kind of ignore that. And then you got the last one, which is actually one of the cards I like the most here. Decisive Strike. It's a 1-cost blue. Counterplay, if you have a blue Z battle card in play, if the battle card is being played has an energy cost of 3 or less, place at the bottom of its owner's deck instead. If all your energy is mono blue, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost by placing one other card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. So it's going to minus you, and that's going to help with the Gohan theme. The Z battle card part is a little scary because lots of these Z battle cards are very, very vulnerable, but Gohan, well, the Goku has barrier and deflect, so maybe he'll be a little bit easier at hitting. But that being said, that is the deck. Can't say I'm the most excited. A little sad, actually. I was really looking forward to this deck, and right now I'm not quite seeing it. But it is what it is. We're going to test all these things out for sure. That's going to be the main part of the archetype breakdowns now that we have, I'm pretty sure, all the archetypes for here. So we're waiting for the secret rares, and if they have black cards, and we know there's at least one multicolor card from the Gohan Piccolo. But yeah, we're just waiting for the rest of the reveals, and we can start earnestly testing for nets with the addition of a ban list. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Remember, I am holding a lot of stuff on this channel very, very, very soon, and we're branching out. We're gonna try to stream like 4 or 5 days out of the week. Right now we're playing Gotham Arkham Knight, so if you're interested in seeing me play that, just hop on over. I'll be on like today at like 11 a.m., which should be an hour after this video comes out, so it is what it is. And if not, just go check out the vlogs. So that being said, I'll see you guys later.